Hey there, playing a short course today in Bremerton, Washington called N.A.D Park. I already got a practice lap through. Got a little bit of pain in my elbow, so I'm going to do a full backhand lap. No forehands because it's the forehands that are hurting. See what happens. This was a par 3 163. So I decided to get out onto the park today, and I don't normally film myself. It's not something that I really enjoy, but I need to get down to tournament speed as far as play goes. When I play by myself, I generally get to my disc and toss. So by the time I get to a tournament, pace of play is an issue. So I figured by setting up a tripod and getting the camera shot ready, I'll at least have some time in between shots that hopefully resembles tournament play a little bit better. That was a birdie on one, throwing a bullet. Hole 2 is 234, downhill, kind of a left fading shot. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw a buzz through this tight gap. Little short. So another reason for this is I just played the N.A.D GT tournament in Austin as an MA3. I'm not great at disc golf by any means. I picked it up as a hobby and I'm staying active by doing it. My goal for next year is to be a solid MA2 player. I think I can do it. We play a lot of trees and longer tree hold courses here in the Pacific Northwest, and I think that gives me an advantage for tight lines anyway going into next year. I did take 32nd out of 200 players ish that were there playing MA3. Not a bad performance, I'll take it, but I would like to do a little bit better next year. This next hole is on a new pin position. It says 221 on UDisc. It says 225 on the signage, but it's got to be under 200. There's no way. So we're just going to give it a backhand with the bullet, see what happens. Another bullet. That's down 2 through 3. All right, this is hole 4. This one actually is under 200. It says 194, I believe it. Little uphill, another bullet. Now 5 is one of my favorite holes here. I throw a fairway driver at it. This is the Heat. A little bit of turnover, and because there's a backstop to it, I like to throw it pretty hard, hoping to just hit those chains. Otherwise the backstop will hit it before we get to the road. Pulled it just a little bit. This is hole 6. Normally a forehand hole for me. I like to take the gap over there to the left. Today I'm going to throw a rift around the right because, again, backhand only. It's about 200 feet, maybe a little less. Signage here is pretty off, so I don't go by the signage. It just feels like it's a little less than 200, but uphill a little bit. So we're going to try a little bit of a turnover on the rift and see if we can get it up there. That could have been close. Blind shot, don't know. After that birdie, we're sitting at neg 4 going into 7. It says 252, I believe it. Another blind shot here. It's downhill, probably plays like 200. You guessed it, we're gonna throw another bullet. And if that's not parked, I don't know what is. So this is hole 8. It's another one of my favorite holes. I am going to throw another driver. This is an Underworld. Want it to flip up just a little bit, otherwise I'm going to throw it pretty straight down there. Hole's about 300 feet-ish, probably 5-10 feet short of that. That's about my max distance usually. I've got a little bit of an elbow issue right now, so we'll see if we can get it down there. Couldn't quite get a turnover out of it, so we're playing off the hill. We're back to another one where I would normally throw a forehand crave. We're going to switch over to the Lone Wolf. Super understable. See if we can get around the corner the same way that a forehand would go. It's about 270, 265, 270. We'll see what happens. Again, having a little trouble with the turnover. Understable disc, it should have just gone. It's me, not the disc. So having the forehand issue that I'm having right now, it's actually been lasting for probably the last month leading into the N.A.D. GT tournament. I pushed through it while I was there. May not be the best decision, but I was able to throw some actually really good forehands. I'll show you one during one of my practice rounds, nearly aced it. Oh. Going strictly backhand, especially when I already know specific shots with the forehand and I don't try it backhand, is probably going to be good for my game. Just not ideal for my current score. So I really don't know what to do backhand here. I think I'm going to go with the bullet. It's about 228. This is hole 10. So you joined me from the front 9. We ended up -4 through the front. We're going to try and do the same on the back. I think -8's a pretty good score. Turned over just a little bit more than I wanted, but we should have a backdoor putt at least. Here's another one, hole 11, that it's a forehand. I'm not 100% sure what to do with it, so I'm going to go understable with a driver, underworld, see if I can start on a hyzer, get it to flip up, and finish close to the basket. Just as I planned. Not a bad birdie on that last hole. Really one of the first backhands that I've ever thrown on it. Seemed pretty good to me. If you haven't played hole 12 here at N.A.D in a while, they have changed the pin position. We're still looking at about 200 feet, 210, but it's slightly pushed off to the left now. I'm just going to go with a crave, see if I can't get it around the corner into the basket. She's down there just a little left. Well, that was unfortunate. I really don't like missing putts that close. Nobody does. That's disc golf and we all do it. Best of days, worst of days, you're still gonna miss those short putts on occasion. Really one of my favorite holes. Next we go into one of my least favorite holes. Hole 13, it's a blind downhill putter with lots of trees. I don't remember the distance. It's got to be 150, 160 or so. Lots of blockers getting down there. Sign says 262. We're going to do it with a bullet again. Again, not a fan of the blind shot. Nothing to it but to do it. For not liking the hole, I do like getting the birdie. Hole 14, 236. I have a backhand line here and a forehand line, so at least we lucked out there. We're going with the bullet again. It's straight down, off to the left, down at the bottom of the hill. I'll show you a video of my round leading into this one. Thought I aced it. There was a disc laying in the basket. It was not mine. All right, so here's what happened. I took a shot on 14. I decided to play backhands only today. So I did a backhand through the trees down there that you just saw. I heard what sounded like chains. Let's see if we got close. Okay, that is a disc sitting in the basket, but it is not my disc. I do see my disc right down there. So my guess is chains or basket into a spit out to the side. Close, and I got excited when I saw that disc in the damn basket, but here's the shot. Let's give it a go. Well, we're back to another forehand hole for me, so I'm going to go with the understable, as you've seen it already, the underworld. We're going to see if we can get around the corner, hopefully fade back a little bit to get close to the basket. So far, not playing poorly. I always enjoy this course. It's my home course. I play it more often than any others. It is probably good for me to throw backhands on holes that I'm not comfortable throwing backhands on, because you might get into that situation. If you've played this course before, let me know. What's your favorite hole? What's your PR? My PR here, I think, is a neg 11. My goal for the next couple months is to hit a neg 13. I think it's achievable. All of these holes are birdieable, and I have birdied all of them. So it's not the hardest of courses, but I'm also not the greatest of players. So that neg 11 was really good for me, and I think I can hit that neg 13. So again, comment below. What's your favorite part about this course? Your best round? Favorite hole? If you have a video of an ace, I want to see those videos of an ace. Oh, we've had those runs. It happens. Reels to go. I think I'm sitting at a neg 6. We'll show the score here. I think it's a neg 6. Hole 16, 156 uphill. I think it's a little longer. It at least plays like 210, 215. I'm not going to throw a hard one, but we're going to go with that underworld again, see if we can get it up around the corner. It's off to the right there. Yay, trees! Going into hole 17 and 18, I have aces on both holes, both with forehands. So we're gonna do some backhand bullets on both of them. And when we get up to the basket here, I'll show you that disc that was laying in the basket a couple of holes ago when I thought I'd aced earlier in the day. So there it is. I probably shouldn't have run that basket there. You can't get your lower scores if you don't go for it sometimes. That's one. I took a calculated risk. A lot of things behind it to stop us, and that worked out. Now, if you haven't seen those memorial discs before, I think it's kind of a cool deal. I used that disc for my putt there on that last hole. I think the guy's name was Matt. Let's see here. Matt Moore. Rest in peace there, Matt. Hopefully this disc stays out for a while and people keep putting with him, maybe throwing him off some shorter holes. It's a putter. And if you see one, please just be respectful of them. Somebody left those out there in memory of their friend. I have one at home that's actually got someone's ashes in them. Kind of a cool deal. Throw them, play with them, keep them, but make sure that you keep using them. I just thought we'd do it again. We gave him a birdie on his disc, so he's got a par and a birdie from us. We'll leave him there on top of the basket for the next guy to play with, take to the next course, keep for themselves, do what they like to do. So that was Red Shorts here at N.A.D Park. If you enjoyed this content, please come back next week. We're going to do blue shorts on the same course, so you can see a slightly different layout. Same putts once we get around the corner, but I'm still going to be playing backhands. So if you enjoyed what you saw today, you want to see another lap, go ahead and come back next week. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe, do all the things that YouTube wants you to do. Get some disc golf content out there, and don't forget to bring a friend to the disc golf course. Get your friends playing so we can get more people involved with the sport. Let's grow it. See you next time.